And our final push of storms for a few more days finally starting to move out. How long we have to dry out before more rain returns. So across greater Cincinnati right now, we still have some dry skies finally starting to work their way in. But with that too, south and east of I-71, some thunderstorms still making their way east of town. So some heavy rainfall still impacting portions of Highland County, as well as down toward Mason County and Adams County as well. Nothing severe with this. You are still under a flood watch if you are in Kentucky for some portions of Kentucky through 7 o'clock tonight, but for the most part, what we're looking at here is going to keep making its exit. So right now, that heavy rainfall over top of Highland County, just to the south and east of Hillsborough, from Marshall down toward Newmarket, areas of Morristown also seeing some of that rain. A little bit lighter there for you further to the south. In addition to that, we do have some heavier rain that's moving through West Union, Manchester over toward Maysville as well. Thunder and lightning with this one here, but again, sub-severe, not expecting to see anything too strong out of what you see on radar right now. This is our cold front and low pressure system that's working its way through. Here's that flood watch in effect until 7 o'clock tonight. That does include Adams County down toward Mason County, as well as back toward Owen County. I wouldn't be surprised if this ends up getting expired a little bit early, especially for those spots closer to 75, just as we see that rain starting to wrap up here. That cold front keeps nudging its way to the south and east. After this, we finally get some dry weather for a couple of days. However, I've already got our next weather impact day on the 7-day. I'll show you when that's going to come into play coming up in a few minutes. Thunderstorms making their exit out of greater Cincinnati. Back behind this, we've got dry weather that's going to keep on working in for a couple of days. I'll show you when our next weather impact is going to be this week coming up. You're watching Cincinnati's WLWT News 5, and we'll be right back.
Rain, even if it wasn't.
Yeah, exactly. And it's humid outside too, so it kind of feels like it as well. Across Cincinnati now, though, I do have some good news. Areas throughout the metro and to the east, or west rather, are starting to see some of that dry weather kind of working its way in. That's going to stick around for the rest of tonight. We'll continue clearing as we head into the overnight, and then humidity also takes a step back in the next couple of days. So great news on the horizon. However, if you are in Adams County or in Mason County or Highland County, you're still dealing with those thunderstorms. Those are still impacting areas of the southeastern corner of Highland County, just outside of Marshall. Those are going to keep working their way out of the county there for you, but you do still have really heavy rainfall, thunder and lightning impacting you. North of Westchester, or Winchester too, rather, you've got some rain that's working its way through in northern Adams County, as well as down toward Manchester. Just outside of that, we've got that heavy rain kind of traveling along the AA there, and then areas right around Maysville, just outside of it, heavy rain still pushing off to the east and southeast. So with that, we'll still hold on to the rain chances for about another hour or so, but I do expect to see this starting to wrap up. I will say we still have that flood watch in effect. This is going to last until 7 o'clock tonight, especially for our southeastern zones where we are still getting that rainfall here. So this is because we've had, again, so much rain in the last couple of days with those heavy downpours rolling through. Still looking at the potential for some runoff out there. So keep that in mind as those showers keep on dumping that heavy rain on top of you. We picked up about 1 inch to 1.5 inches of rainfall last night into early this morning. 1.5 inches more so in southeastern Indiana. Seen a couple reports of 1 inch of rainfall throughout the Cincinnati metro. Good thing is we finally get to dry out for a couple of days. I know my yard is kind of starting to get a little bit muddy just with all the rain that we've had for the last few days around here. And with that, the cold front's going to be pushing out of here. We've got that less humid air working its way in behind the front, so that's going to stick around throughout the next couple of days, at least through Wednesday at this point. We do already have a weather impact day, though, on the horizon. That comes into play Friday, Saturday as well, as a cold front starts to work its way in. And this cold front is going to lead to the chance for more showers, thunderstorms across greater Cincinnati as we wrap up the week into the first half of the weekend. After that, though, looks like we've got some signs of heat on the way. So far it feels like the summer has just been either stormy or a little bit on the mild side. But actually starting next week, even as early as Sunday, we might actually see temperatures reaching into the upper 80s, trying to get close to 90. Tonight, if you're heading out to the Reds game, about 71 for the first pitch. A little bit cloudy outside to start the night, but I think overall should be pretty decent out there for baseball. Tomorrow in the morning, we'll start off with sunshine. That's going to stick around for the rest of the day. Gorgeous day out there on Tuesday. Temperatures topping out in the 70s. On Tuesday afternoon, around 79. Closer to 79 again on Wednesday. Comfortable outside the next 2 days. Again, that dry weather kind of starting to work its magic here as well. Then rain chances coming into play starting Friday. Impact and storms are starting to make their exit, and we have a couple of days to dry out. How many more days before our next?
The potential for more systems.
Yeah, so across greater Cincinnati, especially in the metro, things have started to quiet down, drying out throughout southeastern Indiana. That trend continues for you for the rest of tonight. If you are south and east of I-71 and in Kentucky closer to the AA highway, you know what I'm talking about with that chance of rain and those thunderstorms that have been ongoing for a couple of hours. Right around Peebles, you've got some rainfall. It's on the heavier side for you. You're still going to hear and see thunder and lightning for a little bit longer. I'd say another hour or so. Even another shower just popping up along the AA highway too over in Bracken County. So Maysville, you're starting to dry out. I would say there's at least a chance of seeing another shower here within the next hour or so. But beyond that, everything's going to start to quiet down and dry out as our cold front is moving out of here and less humid air starts to work its way in. But today has been a very humid day. It's not been incredibly warm outside, stuck in the 70s for a lot of the day with the dew point of 65 degrees. I mean, that's pretty humid air. So that's what we've been dealing with for a lot of today. Also those clouds that you see out there, low-hanging clouds, a couple of showers here and there throughout the day. Rain chances are going to take a little bit of a break here for the middle of the week, but as we head into the second half of the week, we do have another weather impact day on the way starting on Friday. Late storm arrival possible even Thursday night into Friday morning. So coming up in a few minutes, I'm going to show you what you can expect as we head into the upcoming weekend and how long you have to enjoy this nice quiet weather here for the next couple of days coming up. Today's finally some sunshine to tell you about, but with that also comes the return of some rain later on this week as well as a weather impact day. I'll show you what you need to know as we head into another week of weather coming up here in a few minutes. You're watching Cincinnati's WLWT News 5. We'll be right back. It's making its way out of you. Heavier for some areas, but for the most part, these are scattered thunderstorms. Still seeing some thunder and lightning. Another little shower that popped up there along the AA, trying to cross back into Brown County now. So you still might see a little bit of sprinkle activity here for the rest of, I'd say, the hour into about 5:30. But for the most part, everything's starting to quiet down for us. We had that cold front move through. That did lead to a couple of additional showers and thunderstorms throughout the day today, kind of off and on. And since then, things have started to quiet down. If you are Cincinnati Metro and to the west, it's been pretty quiet for a lot of the afternoon throughout southeastern Indiana. We're starting to see humidity drop overnight tonight. That trend will continue throughout the day tomorrow, and it actually looks really nice outside tomorrow. Temperatures across town are sitting in the 70s, depending on where you live. It's anywhere from the upper to the lower. Even upper 60s up in Oxford right now at 69, 74 in Hamilton, 76 in Cincinnati. Don't get me wrong though, this is still a very humid 76, so it's still not very comfortable to be outside, but at least we're not talking mid 80s with dew points sitting as high as they are today. So that is some good news there. As we head into the next couple of days, again, Tuesday, Wednesday, all look great. That high pressure moves in here. We'll get lots of sunshine. No humidity, high temperatures in the upper 70s, so still going to be a little bit chilly if you've got swim meets happening tomorrow night, practice first thing in the morning tomorrow. Still chilly out there for the kids. Purple lips, certainly something that is entirely possible if you're going to the pool in the next few days, even though we do have that sunshine. Later on this week though, rain and thunderstorms are going to start to work their way back in here, possibly as early as Thursday night, but it looks like a lot of it's reserved for Friday and Saturday as well. So those are the two weather impact days I've got on the 7-day right now. Friday, Saturday. After that, we start to dry out. And after that too, we start to see that summertime heat where the pool is going to be the place to be on Sunday and then into early next week too, because those high temperatures are going to start to reach back into the mid to even upper 80s, close to 90 heading into the first couple of days next week. So Futurecast taking you through the rest of tonight into tomorrow morning. Clouds clear out of here generally after about midnight. I think there's going to be enough of a wind that fog shouldn't be too much of an issue for tomorrow morning. And then throughout the rest of the day, temperatures making it up to about 79 in the afternoon. So again, yes, it's going to be gorgeous outside. Great for the Loveland Bike Trail. If you want to get out for a run, bike ride, anything like that, that looks fantastic. Pool weather, I mean, kids will still do it, but it is going to be a little bit chilly and they'll probably have purple lips for sure. Wednesday is going to kind of be a similar day. If you're heading out to the ballpark at all in the next couple of days, tonight, not bad, 71 for our first pitch temperature. Next few days too look great through 2-1 Tuesdays, about 75 for the first pitch temperature, and then upper 70s by Wednesday. We'll top out around about 81 on Wednesday. That impact day on Friday, that comes into play. Again, starting Friday morning, we'll have those rain showers, thunderstorms off and on throughout the day. Right now at this point, it looks like on Friday, Saturday morning especially, I do think we'll have that chance of rain. Then Sunday, we start to dry out, and there are those numbers out all across greater Cincinnati this evening, and that's going to be the trend for the rest of tonight. That cold front that moved through earlier today brought us a few showers and thunderstorms this morning, and even this afternoon too. That's sitting well off to our south and east. So the next couple hours are going to stay nice and dry for us, and temperatures are going to slowly start to fall down into the upper 50s as a result. 68 right now in Cincinnati. Dew points are also going to be dropping, so that means the air starts to feel much better outside. More tolerable if you're going to be stepping out. Now it is a little bit breezy though, so if you have plans to step out for a walk anytime soon, just keep in mind there's a little bit of a wind out there at about 15 or so miles per hour. Next couple of days look great. We're going to have some sunshine that settles in here tomorrow. Humidity isn't going to be too much of an issue either, but as we head into the second half of the week, I am already tracking our next storm chance, which brings a weather impact day our way. I'll show you that timeline coming up in a few. Chris, full of days, but as we head into the second half of the week, rain and thunderstorms yet again taking aim at greater Cincinnati. I'll show you what we're looking at for that timeline so far coming up. You're watching Cincinnati's WLWT News 5, and we'll be right back. The overnight time frame tomorrow as well. Our cold front that brought us some of the rain earlier today is still moving off to the south and east, so we're drying out here for the rest of tonight. Clouds are going to clear overnight as well, and eventually our temperatures fall down into the upper 50s by tomorrow morning, so a nice and comfortable start to the day tomorrow. Right now, temperatures are sitting in the upper 60s around town. We have 68 in Cincinnati, 68 in Hamilton as well, 69 in Delhi, 70 still throughout Kentucky, 72 in Falmouth, 73 in Mount Orab. Batavia is sitting around 71 degrees as well. So as we go into tomorrow, looks to be a gorgeous day. No complaints. We've got sunshine. We've got low humidity tomorrow, and temperatures are topping out in the upper 70s. So if you're thinking about going out to the pool, if the kids have swim team in the morning, it is going to be a cold start to the day. Even swim meets in the afternoon look like they're going to be on the cool side, just with only temperatures topping out in the upper 70s. We'll stick with that as we head into the middle of the week. Just a little bit warmer come Wednesday, likely reaching into the lower 80s. Our next weather impact day, though, not too far away. That's going to come just around the corner on Friday as we start to see another system moving in here. It's going to be a cold front that brings us some rain, possibly as early as Thursday night, but I think at this point most of Thursday looks to be a dry day. Then by Friday morning, we're dealing with rain, thunderstorms off and on. We also have the chance of seeing that into Saturday as well. Now after that passes out of here, once we get to Sunday, we start to warm up in a very big way. This summer so far has felt like it's just been stormy and a little bit mild outside, but come Sunday, we'll be in that full-time summer heat, which just continues to sizzle into next week as well. So next couple of hours around here, upper 60s will continue, eventually dropping down into the upper 50s by tomorrow morning. I do think we'll have a little bit too much cloud cover tonight to see widespread fog as an issue for tomorrow. Throughout the day, that sunshine just keeps on going all day long. It looks gorgeous out there. So if you're going out to the Reds game tomorrow evening, looks like fantastic weather for that. Looks like great weather for maybe going out for outdoor exercise, bike ride, walk, anything like that tomorrow. Looks great. Wednesday, we get to do it all over again with more sunshine, and then into the next couple of days, we'll start to see that rain kind of coming back in. About 61. Some towns will drop down into the upper 50s, so anywhere from about 58 to 61 for our overnight low temperature. North wind coming in around 10 to 15. It is a little bit breezy outside this evening. Now, as we get closer to Friday with that weather impact day, we'll have to keep an eye on those rain and thunderstorm chances Friday especially. That's going to linger into Saturday, so if you have any weekend plans at this point, plan on some rainfall, some thunderstorms. We do start to dry out on Sunday, which is good news. 80